Morning, fellas. See what my record is. Mutt with no money spent. Yeah, it's about a 1-1. Ain't too bad with a bad start. You got defensive touchdowns as a thing. As long as I got more wins than losses, we good.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
They always on my neck, bro. I care less. It doesn't bother me. Because they know as long as I'm in there, they're not going to get their way.
Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Herbert. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And his throw is incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
This one completed to Jordan Reed. And close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
On third down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll go. It's Patterson. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Calvin Ridley, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Montana sensing something. He'll change the play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the...
Be open to face someone that actually knows how to play defense, but this generation, copy-paste, found the same thing.
In motion left goes Jones. First rep of the game for Josh. And he fumbled.
It's not a fumble, bro.
It's picked up by the Titans. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football.
Ball doesn't come loose till I hit the ground. I can't even challenge it.
Quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
A good start to the drive here. That's caught out on the left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a really good pickup of 28 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Herbert back to the air.
Yeah, this is quick lines. He's trying to get on a lineman.
Kincaid, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position.
Oh, Jacobs, don't fumble, man.
How about his ability to get downfield and make plays?
He shouldn't be fumbling, but...
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first
you
down.
got Avalanche. How do you have him activated, though?
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Montana's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Jones now in motion left. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Chip block him in space so he can't get no free open space hit stick.
They gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Jones. There he goes left side. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. In motion left goes Jones.
What the?
Force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
I'm going to get DRC. That's what it is.
Down the left sideline.
He got it, bro. He might not can move down too much. Not enough time.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a
I can't
touchdown.
score on the next drive. It's going to be over.
It's because of pitching a shutout in
Meant
this
to put him on the drag.
defender's dream.
Groupie able to add the
If I'm going to go with that vert, I'll probably do quick, what's his name?
21 to zip.
Like a quick out route. But they're not running together like that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Montana's, and this throw brought in here by Mayer. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good pickup there, a 22.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Montana. Over the middle, it's caught by Adams.
Ran a lot of cover 3.
When you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams from 13 yards out. And the Raiders get a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
Toe drag swag.
A football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And he's going to get in, so they're back within 11. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Bounce back.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you didn't.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock.
Oh, no.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. And the Raiders are going to take over here about near the 40.
Boy, we better make a fucking comeback. I'm about to give up on that game. Shit.
You know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying
off, so we might try it out route.
Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit. and instead created a second one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been
on
incomplete
palms.
when you've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball that coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been
We
intercepted.
need 2 to go to the flats and 1 to go over.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back
They can play like a cover 2, so it'll be vert, flat, vert.
Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Motion man right is Rice. Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. The Raiders will use
Palms.
another timeout.
He doesn't have match on.
As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Looking deep for Adams.
See, when I know it's not matched, we won't throw the bombs.
First half is winding down, and the Raiders have a chance to
That's why I had to do that palms check on it with the vert, flat, vert.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Not get there.
As
the try for 2 is unsuccessful, and they will remain down by a point. So not much time to
I might use Patterson on that. I might manually sub Patterson in there because it's like the team's I'm facing now.
And he will make it to the
Makes him seem like he's a little bit slower than what he used to be.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down.
Call timeout.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number.
No, I came back from 21-0, so
Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
could have had 24, but his age is not running like I want him to, so we're going to fix that.
Can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the
We're going to use Patterson.
Taken at the goal line.
He's already end around. For this formation. It's time for you to shine, Patterson.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we all know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Montana's throw taken in by Adams. It's a big play there for Vegas. 48 yards.
No adjustment.
For a chain mover. They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he will score. Touchdown Las Vegas. Davante Adams. 36 yards. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Montana will throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for two. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
What do you mean, bro? Be up 21-0. Like, bro, I don't get this generation, man.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I always like these little mesh concepts, man. So
Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
and then cover 3. Put that safety in that hook. So he matched down. Yeah, that defense on KO. They're not gonna throw it on. They see it. You can use it as a decoy sometimes.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. How about this return? And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet,
I got just the
necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes
I think
it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out.
The right shit. Just gotta be on the basket.
You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Herbert off of play action. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That sack.
They play so good versus Bunch Strong Nasty.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down.
Defense on KO, bitch. You're not going anywhere around the seams as long as I got that dude right there.
Now it brings up third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete.
This shit just comes screaming, bro.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's
Nobody uses this play.
Totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They snap it to Herbert.
Defense on KO, bitch.
And it's incomplete.
You're not going at that man.
The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Raider D, they get
Y'all want to play the KO game. That's the only KO you need on the field.
Set to get this drive started. They've got the lead.
You bounce on KO, you can attack.
And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
I'm gonna cover him.
On second down. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
Again, he go, bro. He's good. I was like, I might as well just use him as my third down running back because he can catch. Unlike Jacobs.
Good catch, and Excellent creation of a big play downfield. I can guarantee you
And he can block.
That's not a play this defense is practiced
Good
against
value
in the
for a
days
third
leading up
down.
to this
Oh, I love
game.
when they press.
Joe
Watch
Montana
this.
here going to the air on first
Like a knife
down.
through butter. Bah!
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Adams.
Now it's down 21-0.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders get
Now the route is on.
third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. They're going to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, Patterson a little bit faster for it.
To bump the lead up 2 more.
Might just
Only
use
got a
him.
couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion.
Nothing against you, Zay. You did your job.
And how many teams
I
shy
love you.
away
No
from
homo.
running the football in a
But
two-point
Patterson,
conversion?
you're
They
gonna
treat
be that boy
yards
for me
as if it were
right there.
20. If you're a good team running the ball,
I invested
go to your
in 'em. I'm
strength.
gonna
Go ahead
use
and
'em.
push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
Shoot right back. I'm
And
gonna
taken down
tackle
just
Jack
past the
Jones.
20 at about the 21-yard line.
Imagine. I was losing 21-0. It's like one of them how it started, how it ended type things.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback.
Barker.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
My money play at. You play palms coverage on me, bro.
They will look to throw. Montana.
Whoops.
Man open, here is Jones.
That's Zay Jones.
He is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards.
So now we're cooking in the kitchen.
This offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
We're back now in KC. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Now Montana.
Laser.
Now this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
That's my Swiss Army knife right there.
Patterson. A 7-yard
Play receiver.
touchdown. And the Raiders
You sit as a running back, though.
scores now here in this 4th quarter. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't
Still
get
gotta
in
respect
here.
it.
He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
As long as I know they respect it,
And
we
he'll be
good.
stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game.
Get after them.
They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.
That shit just comes screaming. Can't run bunch strong nasty on this shit.
The safety blitz this turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
You need that running back over there to protect.
In the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, good shit. He been his own KO, baby.
Symptomatic of how this game's been going.
You're not throwing it down the middle of the field.
The effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
59. Let's go, man.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the
You gonna try me, bro?
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And boy, possession.
That big nickel defense I run now, man. This shit. Oh my God, he pressed me. Oh my God, pray for him. Oh, even better. Now you're gonna give me free release. Make up your mind, fool.
Montana and company. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call.
Oh yes, he's pressed.
All, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money. And
Oh, Jerry Rice.
Again,
Got him.
Touchdown as they just
He ran that 4-3-6-1 on me, bro.
So still throwing here in the 4th.
I was down 21-0.
Now that lead even more
He ain't scored since.
And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us
that it's intercepted at the goal line.
Touch pass should have went over that.
Off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
Ain't got nobody.
And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The boy got routed. I ain't. Down 21-0. I was about to quit. And I was like, fuck it, man. If I score, I'm still in the game.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready.
And what do you know?
Picked it off.
How many people you ever seen do that in much? Much tougher to come back.
In this position, trying to get back
did this shit like it was nothing.
For a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said,
you got to run with them, bro.
There's some plays they can build on, moments where the
All right,
game
run me BRC.
But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Herbert on 1st down now. And that went too far in front. He couldn't
You
reel
getting
it in.
bossed like fucking cereal over there.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A faster linebacker. I might get Ronnie
Just
Lott
2
and put him
minutes
there.
remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, Kappa. Set.
To the air again, Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. DeMarvin Leal fighting through to bring him down that time.
Hell, there's certain formations you just cannot run against me. That's one of them.
Winning by multiple touchdowns, they've shut down the opposing quarterback in a
They
big
go
way.
back to the
and
bunch
they're still
nasty.
picking up sacks as we approach the end of
Come
this.
out there, nasty defense.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Go.
On first down, it's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones.
I'm not playing, Gino.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Herbert now. He'll find Jones again, complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first and 10, Herbert.
That bluff blitz took that shit away from him.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Sat pretty fast, too.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Hey, go lion.
Herbert back to the air. Open man downfield is Ridley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27
so if I'm going to do that, okay.
First down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball.
Boy, that shit just... Formation's not happening for you, bro.
Sacked back at the 29. The Titans going to use
As
the
you call
first of their
timeouts, the game is over.
as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Herbert. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Herbert. And that is caught.
He almost got this.
One to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
Been over, bro. Like, dude didn't. And once he let me score, that was it.
The point after, good by grouping. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
I was down 21-0.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
I need to see something. I need to fucking see something.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one's... But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 50 yards.
D-Bow's on field ain't gonna save you versus my free form, my guy.
Seconds left. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will get into
Jesus.
the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Imagine. Just start having a field day on people after being down like that. That's wild.
They'll look to throw. It's caught at the 1. And they're just not going to
63.
into the end zone here for 2 more.
Would have had more. I missed a couple of 2 points.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground
Just
to give
leave,
himself
man.
up.
In this position, trying to get back into the game.
Their own demise.
Spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Boy, really just out here thinking, come on, man.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happening.
I'm going to score anyway.
So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out
Bruh.
what really lost. But this is not a situation.
How I be down like that in the first quarter and then just have a fucking 8 touchdown game. Devontae goes the fuck off. 10 for 305. I can't make this up, bro. I started off rough with that pick, and I came back and threw eight tutties. Jacobs fumbled, and I was like, man, it's going to be one of them games. And Adam said, hold my fucking beer. He's like, I got you, coach. Yeah, if y'all are new to Mutt, I know a lot of other channels and quote-unquote the meta says you need deep out zone KO. No, you don't. Put Lurker on your outside corners because they'll be able to react to the ball even if, like, I'm going to show you. There's a difference between the two. Like, if you freeform real good, bro, that deep out zone KO ain't shit. Like, there's different ways you can attack this shit. So this was me noticing that he didn't have match on, because the previous play I did this little quick pass. I gave him a little flat, little out route, and he didn't give me the match tell for how Palms was supposed to play with the outside quarter supposed to play down to the flat on that. So he didn't do that, so we going for the one play tutty. Deal? Anytime I see you ain't got match on, bro, at quarters, I know palms or quarters with match off, they're going to play shallow. They're not going to play drop. They're going to play shallow, 10, 20 yard defense. Look, they stop. They done fucked up. They done stop. They not going to play over the top if you don't turn match on. So as soon as I seen that tell, because I know how Palms plays, previous play, I went vert, out route, vert. If he was playing Palms correctly, that quarter would have went down to that out route, and then I could have threw it to the vert because the safety would have went to the vert, and I would have had one-on-one or possibly beat him up the seam, because he wasn't going to have a poach coverage with Palms. Only quarters is going to poach. Devontae went the fuck off, bro. Look at this. This is why you don't press me, man. It doesn't matter. Mutt, CFM, Regs, you press me, I'm going deep. I don't care who your cornerback is over there. You got Joey Porter Jr. That's one of the top corners in Mutt right now. And just got roasted by a 90 overall Devontae. But I do need to get that DRC. I forgot about him. He'll fit my scheme pretty good. All right, so y'all seen what I was doing with the deep out zone KO, but check Lurker. Like, Lurker gonna get out in front of it. Our zone KO is going to let the receiver animate, and then he might make a play on it. Lurker going to get you more interceptions. I was just sacking the fuck out of him, bro. Jeez, how many sacks did he take? How many sacks did I get? Two, three, four, five. That's 5 sacks. It seemed like so much more. Tatum with the pick, Hobbs with the pick, Spillane, Elps. I got to get DRC more. That's a 6'2" corner. Got to get him. Nixon holding it down for me over there, but I get DRC in the mix, man. I got a lot of good corners. Three and one. Good bounce back game. Kept the season alive. You any good at this shit? Are you one of those copy paste guys that's about to get roasted?
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
I hope you got your own schemes, bro. That copy paste shit don't work.
He has and how the game flows through him. If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
I'm here. I'm just fixing my roster. Let's get it.
First play, first throw coming for Vick. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Nice move at the 40. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Here's Michael Vick. The left side caught by Diggs. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And an ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll throw again. Here's Vic. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Foreman. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Or might he go for it?
Vic with the incompletion there on 3rd down.
It certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Badgley's kick is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Are you going to give me 3 momentum?
Shook off the effects of the kickoff and field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
Handoff running left, Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, well, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who's that strong, that agile, he's
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So now in comes the Browns offense as they'll try for 2 more. They'll try to run it here. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And Montana's going to shift things up a bit. Now on 2nd and 13. Montana. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Third and 8. Here's Montana to throw. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's the former Raiders star, Howie Long. And they're to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Going to try to throw for it with Montana. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. He may go. Devontae Adams. Touchdown. Devontae Adams taking it in. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we get.
That's not even blocking.
Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3
Thanks
points.
for flipping the play.
You take points when you can get them.
We get Jack in the box.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Hey, check that. Street. Warrior 70. Cuddy.
Here's Vic. Throw left side, he's got Tillman. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here comes third and about a foot. Vic now. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 40 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw coming for Vic. This one downfield for Tillman.
High lurker.
Oh, Vic's throw intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one rides up to be incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They go play action with Montana. Flushed out right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
So here's Vic following the interception. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Third and short yardage. Vic. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. He just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go. And
it's a fake. He's going to throw it, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside
Get
kick
this free
attempt.
momentum.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10.
He mad, bro. He mad. I knew he was in for a hell game. He wasn't there for it. He didn't want no part of it. Dude be rage quitting with the league because their little meta shit ain't working the way they want it to. That's crazy. He knew the fucking momentum was going my way. And just imagine if I get fucking Ronnie Lott. Just imagine. He gonna be on that roster, bro. He gonna be making plays. See what abilities he can get.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it
But really fast, I ain't gonna lie.
touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now 2nd and 3.
Montana.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
To throw is Montana.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And Waller's going to have a Raiders first down as a tackle made at the 42.
They will look to throw. Montana. And it's complete to Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams. 42 yards.
And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Boy, a little panic here early. First quarter onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the
panicking is just not kicking it to Ridley.
First quarter, not sure I completely see.
I forgot to do something.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried.
Oh, that was bad.
An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. They run it again with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On play action, Allen. Complete to Washington. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Josh Allen, a 13-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays, eat up chunks of yardage, and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football. Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw. He tried to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now Montana. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Reek Willer. He's to the 10. And he will bring it back.
It's an
Highlighted.
interception. Return for a Rams touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Throw left side, completion to Rice. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. So the first catch for Jerry Rice, always fun to talk about. His career stats, Charles, they're so good. He leads in so many categories that we can't even get to them all.
Yeah, what do they say? He combines ridiculous statistical supremacy with crazy longevity. How about this? Most receptions, yards, touchdowns, just to name a few of the accolades along the way.
Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. In motion goes the tight end. Joe Montana on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Man open, here's Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On 2nd down, Montana. Sliding out of the pocket. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure. pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw here.
Bruh.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt.
Momentum's
The Rams
hell.
are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Now Allen. And this pass broken up. And the contact low time there. And now 4th down.
You should take it.
No flags coming out of the pocket of the official.
Let's get that shit on you.
Incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Montana to throw. He hits Adams complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. 1st and 10 for Montana and company. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Shotgun. Here's Montana. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the 1st down.
first down, Montana. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Montana, quick throw outside there. Touchdown Raiders! Jerry Rice as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And the Raiders have got it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for
Big Mac with that
number
95
3.
strap. Yeah, it's a game changer over there for that side. Probably Crosby for the other side.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Montana. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Looking to throw.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Man, they gotta stop with this clock runoff shit, man. They got time to fucking get their offense and shit.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out in the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Montana.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And Waller's going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this out past the 40.
Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Now it is.
Where he goes, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Joe Montana here going to the air on first down. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Montana.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series. They're getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They will look to throw. Montana. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hide the fucking ball!
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold her. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. Exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And this pass broken up.
Keep trying the assassin, bro. That shit's not open.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now in Mexico City. Here's a 2nd and 5. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. 2nd and 5 now. Montana escaping the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's moving.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Now they send a man in motion right. They're going to try and run for it. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys.
Damn, this man only got 3 passing yards.
Make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Make this shit up. Defense out here playing.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29.
Be careful, that boy got 94 hit power over there.
An 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in
Sir.
the direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll run for it. Cook.
No push on forward.
Enough for the first down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On second down, Cook. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Second and 6. Here's Cook again.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line.
I didn't have enough clock. I fought back into it, though. Need to win. This is a must-win game now. 4-2. We have to win. Win and we're in. Lose and we're out. Lose or go home. Dudes. How you sleep all night and all day? Make no sense.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first and 10, Dobbs. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now Dobbs. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Randy Moss, 65 yards. And the Vikings need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
line with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a couple. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Play action. It's Montana out to his left. Zay Jones. Touchdown. Zay Jones, 55 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. How many speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Dobbs. And that is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
18 Redwood.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They're going to try and throw. And
Just take Moss away from him. He ain't got nothing.
It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So here's
More to the game than just trying to throw it up deep to the fastest player in the game.
Running left, here's Patterson.
You're not catching him, bro. You're 95 speed. I know how to use my players, their skill set.
Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And beyond the 20, but not
Punish Moss. Nothing against you, Moss. Hey, let me get that Moss off of you, bro. I'll put him to good use. I'll show you how to use him.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on
I'm
the
staying on him.
Charles.
You can have anything else you want. You're not throwing it to Moss.
Come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense
came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky.
It's caught inside the
Fine.
25.
Made an adjustment for that.
Vikings. Calvin Ridley, 79 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now Montana.
That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. These two teams all tied after one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Patterson. Cordero Patterson.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again. So
Too slow, bro.
Oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure.
I know how to put my scheme together. One thing I do like about Button, you get your guys to fit your scheme if you want it. You know, just so happens most of the Raider Kemp players do fit my scheme of what I like to do.
6-yard line just across the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Dragon 60. Go, check. Go, check. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, throw there. It's intercepted.
Stop acting like you could just burn these corners, bro. They fast.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
All right, it's time to put the women and children to bed.
Gain of 21 yards. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We just need some points.
Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Montana to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Let's take the points.
He wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. Remember, he was drafted and released by the Vikings. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra.
One more turnover ought to do it.
Anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact,
They're going to do the same thing. We're going to pick it off again.
NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position.
Heavy box.
Throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. And it's
Shit.
incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On play action, it's Dobbs. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's going to have another first down.
Still getting short, just the way we want.
36. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Dobbs. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay, ready?
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
Spamming the same plays. I know exactly where it's going.
It's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit to prevent him from adding another catch to his big start.
Second and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone.
Man, let me take off, man. Come on, man.
He goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Fielded at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one incomplete.
Good shit, Hobbs.
Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. To throw is Dobbs. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this down inside.
Bro really just gave up on that.
He's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those
Keyshawn, you
kind
can't
of
be giving up
throws.
plays
How many
like
times
that.
have we seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. First half in the books. You're
big
watching
plays.
the
Good.
NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis on Brian Gunn, getting set for quarter
Score on
number
this
3
drive.
here.
Take some clock, baby.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
3rd and 5. Jones now in motion left. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down, Jacobs. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield.
Get out that defensive end, or you want me to keep running the ball?
42
keep running.
Rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 20! And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Take the flag.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Carlson able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
Looks like good defense on this drive.
You pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Back to throw Dobbs. He gets it complete to Jackson. Room here to run. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
65 catch.
Dobbs is throwing.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Come 19! Come 19!
Can't throw it over the top down here, bruh.
Dobbs. Now throw right
Not enough
side,
field.
gonna be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is.
I get show blitz in the red zone.
Very guys in the league totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game.
Speed not going to help you down here, my guy.
Leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
It's going to be a GG's.
And his kick
Game
is
over.
Indeed good, and that'll move him back within 6 now.
He needed to go for the fucking touchdown.
To get back in the game.
He held him to 3.
Not exactly what they
Means I can get 3.
Keep
the 2-possession game.
Still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here.
Takes the clock in the process.
Preferably a takeaway.
Now it's Patterson. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They will look to throw. Montana, he completes it to Jones. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run forward, Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take
That linchpin is fucking overpowered.
Coming up. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Play fake. Now here's Montana. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Montana.
Oh, this game just be cheating. Don't overthrow that.
Picked off by the legend, Reinitschke. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people will question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. This to the tight end, Kincaid. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pick up there, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Dobbs.
Still need a field goal.
Touchdown, Minnesota. Randy Moss with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings strike quickly here to tie up.
He ain't got no timeout, so he can't stop it.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy.
Now I fucking turned around too fast.
It is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
He's had him beat, too.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley.
When we learned that.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Okay, break.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Dobbs. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Vikings.
Get out in front of him to the left of
59
that.
yards. And the Vikings use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line.
Ah, come on, really?
To the 20-yard line and no further. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls.
Please play man on me again so I can launch him.
Well, they need a touchdown, and here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50. But that one falls incomplete.
Another throw and 2nd down.
Catch now.
Incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back in the focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Pass complete, it's Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Gets this to Waller. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football, So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. They'll come up now on second down. They'll look to throw.
Gotta be a PI.
Sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15.
Wrestler you're using, my guy.
But this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Montana's throw complete here to Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays.
Man, come on, bro.
And the Vikings have just about
This game sometimes.
Well, this game is going to be short on intrigue. That's the backbreaker right there. And it's going to
PI again.
Yeah, they
He's
do. They
been
need a
flagging
touchdown.
for it.
And when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
Shit, been blitzing their ass the whole fucking game. You ain't got time to fucking throw that shit.
Victory formation. Take a knee.
That's just the only difference is, you know, someone got something that they're just going to try to chunk it deep on you. You got to put pressure on them. I just wasn't putting enough pressure on them. I thought I could hang with them one-on-one most of the game, but Moss fast, I ain't gonna lie. Moss and really trying to defend both of them, that was hell. Need to get Ronnie Lott. That's what I need to do. I need to get Ronnie Lott's ass. I think he'll be a difference maker for my sub linebacker position. Just have him roaming in the field with Jack Tatum over the top. Now they both get deep inside, deep like a mid zone KO to deep end zone KO. That would be nice. There's no point going for that when you get to a certain level. Level 44. You got a 95 Jerry Rice, so why pay for him now? I need that 91 Ronnie Lott. I don't know why he ain't on here. Someone really think they're gonna sell it for that much? You got him going for as low as 70,000 for it, and that's who I want. So I just gotta get one more season, bro, and I can get him. I'm gonna take me a breather. I gotta get something to eat, man. Go to the store, give me something to cook some wings with, and I'll be back, fellas. Get this grind, get the team right. I mean, in terms of what I feel, based off my gameplay, you don't necessarily need abilities in some aspect, but sometimes like abilities help certain things. Like deep in KOs is obviously a must-have, especially if you like running any type of match coverage. Because if he's in an inside quarter or a third, bro, I'm playing up against fucking Randy Moss. Like, dude, just chunking it deep. I don't have corners that can defend him just yet. I mean, it's, dude, nobody's making excuses, dude. Like, you can't sit there and defend someone that's got, like, speed over you in mud. Like, you can try to defend it sometimes, but, you know, you just kind of, you win some, you lose some. Nobody's sitting here making excuses. I'm just saying, you know, I beat myself on that one. Yeah, I grinded, no money spent, 90 overall. He probably had a 96 overall team. Because you go look at Moss, my corners can't run with Moss, not for real. Let's see. You don't fucking believe me? Let me show you how fast this dude. And he had a theme team, so he had +2 speed on top of whatever he already has. I don't even know if they got him in here. He has a 94 quarterback. Yeah, you're going to have like 97 speed, 98 jump, and 92 deep right. I don't have corners that can defend that the whole fucking game. I just don't have that. Not right now. Like I said, I'll just have to blitz him and then try to man him, you know, user him. That's about the best thing I can think of. I mean, he'll be nice to have in addition to my offense, but obviously he'll take over Devontae's spot. He'll be the wide receiver #1. Because I'm grinding, bro. Like I'm really just playing this shit to kind of get a feel for the abilities. It's the main reason behind it, so I can see what abilities are doing what, and you won't get a lot of that in regs. Like regs, you only see the same teams over and over and over again. Now, granted, I will say MUT, a lot of people spam the same plays, but every now and then you see different ability combinations, or you as a user, you can set your abilities to what you want so that you can kind of play with them, you know. One thing that I hate about my quarterback is he's slow as fuck. Like, he's slow getting to the line. He's slow hiking the ball. Like, I had to put Gunslinger on him just so he would throw it faster. So as soon as I get an opportunity to change him out, I'm going to probably try to get Carr or something, because Montana just too fucking slow. He can't escape the pocket when I need him to. So it's just stuff like that. I mean, I have Mariota for those situations, but I don't expect to use Mariota in half those situations. So whenever I get a chance, I'm going to try to change out Montana and see if I can get like Derek Carr. I think I played up against one Derek Carr, and he looked like he was pretty good. Now, real life Derek Carr fucking sucks, but like Derek Carr could be manageable. Just don't understand why they want to charge so much for him. So he'll have 90 speed, so he'll immediately be my fastest quarterback. Got great accuracy, 95, 93, 94. Like, I could rock with that. Like, dead ass. They gave him an 89 jump. .93 throw under run. Was 90 throw under pressure. Now, no damn well Derek Carr not like that in real life, but you could use that in MUT. If you want to really just grind for your quarterback, that's probably going to be the guy I'm going to go for. I mean, in terms of, and then look, bro, they got, I'm about to say, they had Taysom Hill court out of position. Hold on. See, just go to team all. Just look at the top quarterbacks in the league. I don't buy ebooks, bro. Yeah, he's the top quarterback in there. It's crazy. Why would he be less than him? Everybody wants C.J. Stroud. I don't even think C.J. Stroud was that good because I mean, people used him against me and Tua's and the Lamar. I don't think I've seen a Lamar. I've seen William Perry's. I've seen that once. That shit was. I've seen someone. They had him at fucking quarterback and running back. Oh, that shit was overpowered. I see a lot of people using him, but he's not that good. I don't think. They got so many different variants of Michael Vick in this game. This is crazy. They got the collector's edition. Then you got this one. Like those are two. One's a Redux. Okay. Who are you taking, Lamar or Michael Vick? I've seen Andrew Luck. He was decent. Jalen Hurts, he whooped my ass. The last time I went up against Jalen, he was tough. Seen someone use DeVito. He's not that good. See a lot of people using like Jordan Love playoff. Really don't see. I've seen somebody use Unstoppable Josh Allen. And I've seen people use him. I never see anybody else use anybody else. But you got some serviceable budget guys, like an 87 Tyrod Taylor. That would be decent. I need to get that Keith Smith fullback. It's crazy. You can get a fullback for $2. These people don't know how to value, man. The fullbacks are fucking crazy good in this game. If you know what you're doing with them. See, bruh. That's that, bro. I might get that. He going for that now? I had two great blocking fullbacks with a theme team, and he had 92 speed. Like, I can use him as my fucking fullback, my starting fullback, and then use Ingold as my backup fullback / third down back. Because he's the better blocker between the two. Like, straight up. I ain't using him for anything else but the block. I ain't using him to catch. Catching not his strong suit. Let's see how high and low he's going for. But he was going for like 400 like last week. So now they done chopped him down to the 70s. So if I have a good season, I could pick up a second good fullback and then be able to run a little bit better. I mean, I like Ingold, but he not run blocking for those inside stealth defenders. He can handle like DBs and shit. But I'm gonna get something to eat. Think about it. I got Keith Smith on my radar since he's going down cheap. Ronnie Lott, obviously. So if I can get those two, I should be able to win a couple more games. You know, in the clutch. Just having someone that can kind of manage the game a little bit. But let me get something to eat. I will catch y'all fellas later. Appreciate y'all tuning in.